Okay, so let's take a look at how you can install Apache CouchDB database on macOS. So first thing, if we go to official couchdb.apache.org, we can see that it has this download button that will take you to the list of operating system that we can install onto. So here is macOS that you can check. So it will take you to neighborhoody software page where you have option to download for macOS, and here you see the button with zip package. So it is most likely to contain the package image inside this zip file. Alternatively, what you can do is you can also open your terminal, then type in brew update, right, and also type in brew doctor. Make sure you are ready to run the brew, and then brew install, and then type in couchdb. This is one more way to install. However, the official method suggests that you should go with the installer that is being offered on page, right? So you can either go through that or choose brew method, whichever applies in your case. You can go with that. Now let me close this and go back to the page. Here you see our zip file is downloaded. Now I can go to downloads page, the download section within my operating system, right? Then I can use archive utility to extract this, right? And once extracted, I can simply move the Apache CouchDB to applications section. Right, now that we have moved it, we should be able to find it through Launchpad, right? And on next page, here you see Apache CouchDB. So the installation through official method of just adding the package to our applications is a lot better as well. So if we run this, let's see what it allows us to do. Here you see when we double click on the icon, it will allow us to set a password. Now once you set the password, it will take you to 127.0.0.1.5984, and here you see that it is showing you the login page where you have to use admin and the password that you have just set, right? And simply hit login. Don't save or save password depending on what you want. Next thing, click on setup utility, right? And you have option to choose from configure as cluster or single node. So I'm going with single node. Next thing, you can add your admin credentials. So simply use admin and your password, right? And also bind the address the node will listen on. So 00000, and port that node will use is 5984. So if we add 127.0.0 and 1, that would be localhost, right? So that node will be configured. Next thing is you can see there is your account section as well, where you can change your password, and alternatively you can create a new user. So if I type in my name, right, and password, and if I create it, another user with admin credentials will be created as well, right? Then there is verify tab for you to verify if CouchDB installation is correct. So here you see it can let you create database document, delete document, create view and replication. Everything is successful, right? Then you have documentation tab to go through, news tab that points to your CouchDB blog. You can click on load news to access the data. Then there is replication. So unless you know about this section, you can ignore this. then comes configuration. So this is for cause section, so you can configure the options required. Then comes active tasks, right? So here you see you have your set of tasks that you can check. Then comes database. Now here you have to start from creating a new database, so click on create database, right? And here the prompt will tell you the database name to be entered, so my DB, hopefully it's a valid name, right? Then you can ignore the partition checkbox and click on create. Okay, so it says failed because the name is mydb, so only lowercase characters are allowed, so camel case is not allowed. So let's cancel this and click on it again and simply turn everything into lowercase. Now create it, and here you see your database is created. Now you have option to go by creating a new document. Currently there isn't any, so click on this plus icon, then click on new document. Now here you see you have by default ID, then use comma, let's say add fruit, right? And then let's name this fruit mango. Then we add price, and then let's say 100 fruit price, and then let's say who's the vendor, so vendor company name, let's name this company something like engine, right? So this being the last entry, we don't have to add comma as it's JSON document. So let's click on create document. So one document is created. You can view it in table format, and you can see you have fruit, price and vendor, and you can view it in metadata that looks like this, and JSON then it will look like this, right? So let's view it in table as it's easier to view, right? So like I told you, one method to go through icon then new doc, you can also use create document from here. And let's add one more entry, right? So let me cancel this and go back here, and let's copy this and save my time. And paste, right? So what we will do, we will just change few numbers here, and then let's say vendor change. Now create document, you have second document created, right? So we have created database, we have created document by inserting those create document buttons functionality. Then comes the update. You can update by simply clicking on entry, then making the change, then save changes, right? So we have seen how to create database, create document, update document. Similarly, you can delete the document. Simply click here, then click on your bin icon and delete the selected, right? So that's for deleting your data as well, right? So if you want to access this particular database, you can also use curl functionality, and you can also use your language specific drivers for CouchDB and access these entries and manipulate them. So you get the idea how to work with CouchDB on macOS. Now there is also alternative way to access CouchDB, which is through curl. So let's first find out if we have curl or not. So if we open terminal and if we type in curl and hit enter, let's see if it returns anything. So if it's installed, you can see it will tell you how to type specific commands, so we can do that. Now in case of accessing our CouchDB interface, what we can do is we can also try and type in the URL that we have here, and pass get input request. Like, so let's see how to do that. So we will simply copy up to this utils part, and let's go back to our terminal, and here type in curl, then go for pasting our URL, right? And if we pass it and hit enter, as you can see, it is returning me the website HTML in return. Instead of that, what we wanted is basically just the JSON data. So we will remove underscore utils and hit enter, right? And it is passing me that JSON data again, right? So let me clear the screen and show it, right? So basically this was the command curl and then HTTP 127.0.0.1, then port 5984, right? Now if I hit enter, it returns me that JSON data. So this is what we want from curl. So here you see